All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I had a little technical snafu, but I'm back. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I got my sparkles on if you're watching on Instagram because I'm talking about high frequency living today. I used to hashtag that all the time. And I want to just discuss it and hear anyone's thoughts about it, just share my perspective. And if you're here, say good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm in New York City. My name is Lisa Mehta. Metamorfize.com is my company. I help people master their mind for self mastery. Basically, reframe your brain and rewire your body. What's up? What's up? So, say good morning. Let's see. I am live here. I'm in a hotel room, which always to me is high frequency. I'm in New York City and I live here. However, I sublet my place for 8 months and I am experiencing a whole new New York. So I wanted to talk about high vibe. You hear like high vibe, good vibes, vibe this, low vibe that, frequencies all the time. And I just wanted to share my own perspective. Hi, I see you there waving at me. Thank you, thank you. So, high frequency living is to me an art form, it's an attitude, it's an abundance mindset. So let's just start there first. So, an art form. What do I mean by that? I mean to be able to bring a certain attitude and to see. I was really thinking how to define this for myself. So this is kind of what I wrote. You're always looking to elevate the situation for yourself. So, you've heard glass full, half empty, half full. I actually was joking with myself and I was thinking, actually, I always see it as overflowing. And Deepak Chopra is always talking about the pure potentiality of everything and how there's always like this massive amount of abundance always available to us. So it's in some ways, your responsibility, your choice to see the abundance in everything. So that to me is a part of high frequency living. It's not just a matter of money or jets and first class, although those things are good too. I mean, you do get what you pay for in life sometimes, and convenience and comfort have a lot to do with living high frequency because you're relaxed. So frequencies are not only the thoughts that you're having, each emotion, each thought is holding a vibration, and those vibrations have frequencies. So when you are calm because you're riding first class or that you've just finished yoga or you've eaten healthy and your body is calm, that that frequency is what can attract more calm to you. So when you're living high vibe life, eating healthy, doing what you love to do, you're going to attract more of that because that's the other part of this is living this way attracts more of it. So the art of it is learning how to see opportunities to elevate to them, create the abundance in everything. So seeing life as like this cup that's overflowing, that there's always enough for everyone. So the opposite of it is lack mentality. It's scarcity thinking. So high frequency living is on one side where you're always seeing the abundance of everything and it's just this, you're almost expecting it to happen. I go places and then I don't know, even find money on the floor, or someone will gift me something for free, or, also to be very simple, high frequency living can be as simple as walking around with a smile on your face. And you are literally creating circuits. When you're smiling and you meet someone else's eye who's smiling, it creates a circuit and that elevates that situation. It's a small little thing, but it can have huge impact actually. And in relation to other people, I'll go down this one right now because it's very important to focus on who you spend time with. So high frequency living is also about, hey Eva, hey Tino, Michael, what's up, what's up? I'm talking about high frequency living and just being around people that pull you up into opportunities that are there to, first of all, be humbled by. So if they have what you have and you get curious, you open your mind, you learn from them. That is another great way to be in high frequency living where you're being pulled up into your next level. And what do you guys, hey, Eva, Michael, what do you think about high frequency living? What are your thoughts on that? I was just covering that. It's an art form, it's an attitude, it's a abundance mindset, and it's looking in life for opportunities that are going to elevate you. So I wanted to kind of debunk a little that it's not just about, oh, look at me, I'm in a hotel room right now and I'm going to go to Mexico. Like, yeah, those things are high frequency for me because that's what I am valuing as my next elevated step. But the thing is that what is your next elevated step? What makes you feel um, like it could pull you into your next level? You know, sometimes being at a farmer's market and having all those beautiful options for my microgreens and talking to the farmers, to me, that's also high frequency living. So I'm trying to give enough of a variety here where you don't think it's just jets and money and bling bling all the way. Although, you know, like I said, comfort can um, help relax your nervous system. When your nervous system is relaxed, you're in a more receptive space, which is a huge part of what I wanted to talk about with high frequency living. It's not just an abundance mindset, but it's also the art of receiving, learning how to receive when things come your way. Because so often we're like, I want this, I want that, and you're wanting all these things, and then it's right there, and we don't know how to allow it in. I know that that was a big step for me in this process of learning how to receive and learning that whole art of receiving is a special time for you if you're at that space because it means just like the breath as you take your inhale, like you have your normal breath, but it's like, can you take in a little bit more? Because how you breathe is how you live. So let's just take a breath right now and just show this, where are you with your own breath? So it's like, that's your ability to receive. A little bit more. Even the abundance of just being able to stop and take a few breaths. To be able to pause in your life, that to me is high frequency living. Meditating every day to tap in and tune into the abundance that's already within you. That's high frequency living. Going places that elevate you, that make you think, that humble you, that put you around people that have what you have, that you can learn from, that's high frequency living. Sometimes spending money that you believe you don't have at that time can actually be high frequency living. So I want to cover one of my most powerful manifesting hacks that helped me during times where money was what money felt scarce, money felt limiting, because the truth was it was all my mindset. And one of the biggest reframes that happened was, and this is for all of you, I can't afford it, okay? That to me is a very limiting, scarce mentality, low vibe versus high vibe, high frequency, low frequency. I can't afford it is already placing you in the scarce mentality versus I choose not to invest in that at this time. You're saying the same thing, but one is putting you in a place of power and choice. And you're using words like investment, which have to do with growing money, versus can't afford, which have to do with limiting money. So that was one of the biggest reframes that I worked with when I was going through paying back credit cards, and even there, I chose not to use the word debt. I don't like using broke or debt. Those are low vibe. And when you're thinking about how do I live a high frequency life, you need to think about the words you're using to describe what's going on in your life. You know, I often have my how are you hack. When people ask you, how are you? You have a choice. Are you going to say what's wrong in your life? Or are you going to say what's good in your life? Are you going to use how are you as an opportunity to manifest another high frequency situation? So let's say, hey, Lisa, how are you? I would be like, I'm I'm amazing. I'm getting ready for my Mexico trip. I'm offering private retreats there where they're already filling up. I've got 4 people. I can't believe it. So, what did I just do there? I told someone I'm amazing. So, I'm elevating the situation with my attitude because we said high frequency living is an attitude. So, I am creating high vibe attitude. Second thing I'm doing with the How Are You hack is I'm sharing what I'm working on and how it's going, but it's also mini promotion. Like maybe this person knows someone who wants to do a Mexico treat. Maybe they want to do the Mexico treat. Either way, getting them to get excited with me is the frequency, elevation, the charging it up. You know, words like vibration and charging and frequency, these are all like have this electric vibe to it because what we're doing is you're charging up your life. You're using your words to charge it up. So the difference between a high vibe word and a low vibe word, investment versus can't afford, you're charging it up with your energy. So how you show up in every situation will charge up and create more energy around you to elevate your situation, even if it's just making a server feel that they're doing a good job and all of a sudden you just got a free drink or a free refill or something like that. It happens to me all the time. People are always like, you're always getting free stuff. And I'm like, it's because I'm walking around in that space of high frequency. First of all, I love people. Treating people with respect will help you have more respect come towards you. It's that simple, actually. And also, I'm really big into this one right now, but the universe has your back, but you always have to make the first move. So, in these high frequency living situations, it can stretch you because you think, oh, I'm not there yet, or that's out of my whatever league, which is all, by the way, limited thinking. That's a box that you're putting yourself in. We're all here, and all the abundance is available to all of us. So the high frequency living doesn't just come to me, and even I have my own next level of it that I'm striving for right now. And putting this Mexico retreat out it was a download that I got in a morning meditation, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with it. But I had to create the Mexico life first for myself, and then everything started to shift from there. All right. So I talked about the thoughts, which is really important. What you're thinking and how you're talking to yourself is going to have a massive impact on if you're living high vibe or not. So if I could impart one major thing is pay attention to your words, because you're basically curating moment to moment, day to day, week to week, month to month. You are the creator of your life. You want high vibe? Be high vibe. Hang out with people who are high vibe. Do simple things that don't even cost money, like show up dressed a little extra, whatever that means to you. Like get special for yourself and start to be it, not just talk about it, but embody it. So much of high frequency living has to do with simulation for me. When I want to have something more in my life, I start to simulate it. So let's use this Mexico thing again. I saw myself having a beach house in Mexico years ago, and I was doing retreats there. And little things like, going to Mexican restaurants, talking Spanish with some of my friends. It's like simulating it in the now, the smallest little things, like, doing those things and just talking about Mexico during any of that How Are You hack. I would always say, yeah, I can't wait. I'm trying to get to Mexico. Boom. Before you know it, I was meeting people who were either in Mexico or going to Mexico or talking about Mexico. And I ended up going to Mexico with a friend last year. So it was the simulate to create. That's what I call it. So put yourself in environments that are supporting where you want to go. So this is the pivot. Focus on where you're going, not where you've been. There's a time and a place for processing the past, and then there's a time for really, where are you going? And ask yourself, are the things that you're doing right now supporting where you're going or where you've been? Yeah, it's Mexico. Michael, I'm heading there in January. Hey, Jamal, what's up? I feel like there's people over here I see you all here. Hey, Liz and Laura, I didn't realize that there was comments coming in. I see you now. I'm going to be picking cards in a minute. I love the idea of abundance for all. Calms me down. No need to be greedy or feel lack when someone else gains. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, Liz, that is such a powerful statement. To really believe there's enough for everyone and be happy for people. I remember that switch over because I worked through so much jealousy and comparison going in my life. And when I got to a place where I could just, as a coach too, like genuinely 100% be happy for somebody's joy, that also was about high frequency living. Because if you think about it, I'm multiplying and we are picking up the speed together of growing, of evolving. You know, my Rise program, which by the way, pre-sale is going on right now until December 15th. It's $1,000 off. It's my 90-day program. And it starts in March. So you have plenty of time if you need a payment plan. But it is a life altering program. And why did I bring that up? Because release, imagine, share, and evolve. So that's what Rise stands for. And if you are in a group where people are focused on what are you releasing, what are you imagining next for yourself, what are you sharing to amplify with the group, you will evolve. And it doesn't have to be my programs, but I really suggest if you are someone who's looking to elevate your life, that you find yourself complaining about why things aren't going the way you want, or you stay in the wanting instead of the having, get inside of a group where you will be pulled up into the wake. Like you can't help but like get into the waves of life with other people that are up to big things. When I finally got out of my own way and realized I couldn't do it alone and I joined group programs, things went really quick. Okay, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I love investment instead of debt. Yes, huge, Laura. That's a great reframe. All right, if you're just joining me, I am talking about high frequency living. How do you define high frequency living? It's the ability to allow yourself to up level. It's the ability to just allow calm, allow peace, allow luxury, whatever that definition, allow silence. It's about allowing to listen to what your needs are. It's so much more than what when we look at like the blinging, you know. And yeah, like I'm in this hotel right now. This is like a kind of, I wouldn't say a dream, although I do like hotel living, but for me, high frequency living is hotel living. It's fun. I can't believe I'm doing it right now, actually, in my own city. All right, let's see what else do I have here for my notes. The art of receiving. So, yeah, I think the last thing before we pull cards, so if you're still here and you want a card, just drop a number and we're going to do the Osho deck today. Is what I was going to say is if you are someone who is like aware of your bank account and that brings you stress, just think about where's the proof? You know, like, do you have proof that you've not made payments, or are you always making the payments? Because I realized when I started stressing about money, and I was like, oh my God, you know, where is it going to come from? Where is it going to get? I would like, you know, magnify the energy of lack. When then I just realized one day I was like, okay, hold up, Lisa. You never not have it. You've always pulled through. You've always figured out a way. And sometimes in the moments where you're spread really thin and you're freaking out and you're panicking, your brain actually can activate a very, very creative part of your mind that it's almost like desperation energy can actually get to a part of you that can create a solution because you're just like, so that panic isn't always bad, but I do staying in panic, no good. Having a moment of panic can wake up something and you can really ask yourself some serious questions and stretch the mind. I remember one of my mentors told me, write a list of 51 ways you can make money and don't stop until you get to 51 and see what happens there. where your mind, because what are we talking about here? High frequency living is all about how creative you can get living your life. Yeah, right? How creative can you get living an abundant life? How much are you going to create, imagine, right? The imagining, the I and rise. How much are you going to allow yourself to see what is possible for you? Because it doesn't have to do with what my version of high frequency is and what yours is different. What is it that you can imagine as your most abundant life for yourself? Because whatever that is, if you can imagine it, you can have it. You can create it. Just have to be then brave enough and courageous enough and disciplined enough and consistent enough to go down the path to achieve it. And that's where a lot of us get stuck with old patterns stopping us. So, and I hear you, and that's why being in a group like Rise or any of my other programs help you flow through not staying stuck in anything in the past. All right, here we go. So we're doing the Osho deck because, like I said, I'm traveling, so I don't have the all my decks with me right now. But Osho can always give insight. Okay, so Mindy, you had number 2. Letting go, letting go, letting go. So, oh look, sparkles on that and sparkles on this. So letting go of an old identity, even maybe like a lower frequency one, and stepping into a new frequency. You know, high vibe is allowing, like I said, it's a lot of allowing and receiving. You know, it's like imagine that whatever it is that you want is right there. Are you going to let it in? If you can literally imagine, like I always do in my workshops, that your arms are an extension of your heart's desire and everything is within arm's reach. Are you going to allow yourself to breathe it in? Are you going to allow yourself to have it? Okay, so let's see here. Speaking in English and Spanish too. Yes, Kevin. 7. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to be, oh, hey, Berna. Hey, everyone. Okay, Liz, I see you over here. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, exhaustion. Interesting. Well, this card talks all about how if it's just this tiring yourself out with actually the old story will literally exhaust you. It's like you're running the machine to death. So maybe this is about starting a new story, one that's lighter, one that's not so exhausting to try to keep going. This is also I mean, look at all the mechanisms in the machine. This is red, so this is an action card. And this, so hey, everyone who's here, Listegonia, Pat. I know, interesting, Liz. What do you think about that? I mean, the action card is all about running something. You're running and fueling. So I think here's my invitation to you is ask yourself, what story are you fueling? Are you fueling? Oh no, I think that, can you guys still hear me on Instagram? Because when I get a phone call, sometimes it cuts out. Berna, can you let me know if you can hear me? Shoot. So this, yeah. What story are you fueling? If you're going to put your energy into something, like I was saying here, that the frequency, it's energy. This is literally like vibrations, energy, movement, fueling something. So just make sure if you're fueling the story that is about relaxing, you know? Yeah, Berna, can you still hear me on Instagram? Okay, Laura, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can, oh, Michael, can you still hear me? 9. Okay, I think I got a call, and that's what happens, I think, sometimes. So we're going to try to do this. Integration. Laura, you got integration. So, oh, the audio's gone. Bummer. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know. Is it like, does it need that? Okay, I'll stop that and then come back. Okay, so Laura, after I finish this, and then I'll. Oh, okay. Here, I'm gonna come back. Be right back. Okay, Laura, you got integration and um, hold on. They're all bugging out on Instagram. Just be right back. 1 second. All right, hold on here. I guess my frequency was so high, it just poofed it all out. All right, let's just do this real quick. I have to post it. What was this on? Yes, high frequency living. High frequency living. All right, well, here's the behind the scenes. After I finish a video, I need to like do all of this. Thoughts on and done. All right, we'll post this real quick and then. All right, yeah, Laura. So high frequency living is full integration of everything, like the giving, the receiving, the masculine, the feminine. I mean, it really is fully in your oneness and the duality of everything. Good morning. The yin and the yang. All right, hold on. We're trying to get back over here for everyone. All right, here we go. Thank you. Sorry. Thanks for all your patience with me today. All right, here we go. We'll see if they come back. So integration this is such a beautiful card. And I think it's kind of like imagining the high frequency living, all this integration, up the Kundalini, all of this coming here to this oneness space. If you're back here from Instagram, just give me the numbers again, because I lost the numbers of what you wanted. So I love this because it's like we're talking about the eagle and the swan, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. High frequency living is just being all of you and the oneness of all of you. What do you think about that, Laura? I know you know this deck, so tell me what you think. All right, Pat, 15. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Lesagonia, I think you were up there. You wanted 3? Oh yeah, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here you go, girl. Ooh, nothingness. Wow. Okay, so this card is all about, well, pure potentiality. So everyone sees it as like black hole, but to me, it's the infinite possibilities. And that's kind of what we were just saying, is that high frequency living is about looking for the elevated experiences, looking for the opportunities. So if you're someone who sees this as like scary, of like, oh my God, well, actually using your mind to be a creator is scary, because when you start to take away all of the limiting beliefs, when you start to take away that there are boundaries to what you can have, that is scary, because anything is possible and you can have everything. And I know that you know that, Lysagonia, because you are always tapped into source energy, and source energy here is infinite. So with the darkness is also the light. And sometimes you have to go deep into this darkness and allow yourself to just sit there and be there and then receive the messages there. And that is also high frequency, is that stillness, or that ability to stop and listen, knowing when to listen, knowing when to go inward. That's a luxury, to go in, to listen to yourself. That's a luxury. Pat, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, here we go. Conditioning. Pat, you got conditioning. So this is, thank you for commenting on my look, everybody. There's still no audio? Oh, I don't know then. Sorry. Something got whacked on my phone then. So, Pat, if you're hearing Conditioning is all about the old story. What is mine? What isn't mine? What did you grow up thinking? And if you're on Instagram and you can't hear me, you can go over to Next Level Manifestors Facebook group, and everyone seems to be able to hear me over there. Apologies for all of the technical difficulties today. So, yeah, conditioning when it comes to high frequency living is, where did you learn that that was enough? Or where did you learn that you couldn't have more or that wasn't for you? Look at where those conditionings are tying you down. And again, we're back to this: what can you imagine for yourself? What can you allow yourself to have? Because you got to ask yourself, going through life, asking yourself, is that mine? Was that a thought that was passed down to me, that I can't have a beach house and a city home? Was that a thought that I have to eat this certain way even though it doesn't make me feel good? Like, you really have to question, is that mine? And that's where conditioning can hold us back. And that's where, it blocks abundance, when we to believe those stories. So first step in that is just getting curious, hearing yourself have those thoughts, which has a lot to do with getting still in this dark space. So boom on that. Yes. I didn't do your card, Berna, because, okay, Tino, if you can still hear me, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Michael, that's for you. Ooh, sorrow card, interesting. Well, the sorrow card always is fascinating to me because it's basically about how he is enlightened. Hey, what up? What up? I don't know if you can hear me on here still. Michael. Oh my God, everything's going like weird over here right now. Hi. So the sorrow card is about the fact that this was Buddha's right-hand man and that people were making fun of him because he was crying after Buddha died. And they were saying, why are you crying? Because he was enlightened. It was his time to go. And this guy says, I'm not crying. I'm crying because I haven't gotten enlightened. And it said that he wept all night long and woke up enlightened. And I think this is just another moment of like feeling your feelings. And when it comes to feeling them, is actually high frequency when you allow yourself to feel feelings. High frequency living is about feeling life, being in life. And yeah, so that one's an interesting one. And let's see, Berna, what number did you pick? Okay, 11. Okay, here we go. Something's really weird in my phone right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, here we go. Ordinariness. Perfect, because that's exactly what I was saying about high frequency living. Doesn't have to always be about private jets and blinging and expensive dinners, which also can be fun, but it's also about finding the joy in the ordinariness, in the simplicity of life, in the walking in an orchard and picking a apple. It's like high frequency living can be enjoying the simple things in life. And I'm glad we're ending on this note, because the last thing I want to do here is tell you all, you have to live a certain way and have a certain kind of abundance. It's not for me to define. This is for you to define. What does high frequency living mean to you? What is your next elevated life? What can you imagine yourself having and then allowing yourself to have it? So that's where we're going to end today. I don't know what's happening with all this audio. I hope you got what you needed, and happy Tuesday. Stay tuned for a whole little fun mini rise we're going to be doing after Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for you. Have a wonderful week, and reach out if you need anything. And don't forget, the pre-sale for Rise goes until December 15th. It's $1,000 off. You get a bunch of calls with me until March, and it's going to be an epic program. So if I missed anyone here with numbers, I apologize, but today feels like a weird techie day, so I'm going to head out, and I'm going to go enjoy my high frequency day, go downstairs and eat some food at the amazing cafe. I'm going to go to the gym that they have at their sister property. To me, these are high frequency decisions to stay healthy and to be out there into the world. All right. One love, everyone. Stay real. Stay real. Yes, ordinariness was you, Berna.